This is a Channel Africa podcast. You can also get Channel Africa on satellite, PAS10, DSTV Audio Bouquet 802, and OpenView Bouquet, Channel 628.
President Donald Trump's senior advisor for Africa, Masada Bulo, hopes that a draft peace deal between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo will be concluded soon. Bulo says he spoke with both presidents and the United States and is now awaiting final feedback due this weekend. Earlier this month, the two countries submitted a proposal as part of a process meant to end the fighting in the eastern Congo and attract billions of dollars of Western investment. And to discuss this further, we are joined on the line by political analyst Dr. David Matsanga. Dr. Matsanga, good afternoon and thank you for joining us on Africa Update.
Thank you very much, Lulu. Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you very much for this new, I don't know what we call it, but this new, I am very far. I am not in my offices. I am away for some work. So thank you very much.
Now, Dr. Matsanga, what do you make of the comments by Masad Bulos? Do you think this ceasefire or the agreements to the ceasefire will be concluded by this weekend?
I am one of the few people who has been very optimistic that one day peace will return to Congo. But at the same time, I'm pessimistic about the ceasefire holding longer than the ink drying. You know why? There are so many obstacles and the challenges that face DRC Congo today. There are so many things that have not been well done. And there are almost 240,000 standing armies in DRC Congo. So when somebody tells me that the ceasefire will hold, I don't know which type of ceasefire you are talking about. We are dealing with one particular, situation where we are dealing with M23. But what about the 239 rebel forces that we see here today? Are they not going to disrupt the peace that we have been looking for? I don't think I give it a chance, but I have been very honest. I've told my fellow Africans, and I continue to tell the fellow Africans today, that that country is too huge to be governed by Kinshasa. We need to do something that will bring about a long-lasting solution to DRC Congo, like we did in Yugoslavia and other states. Less than that, I am not going to say it will hold. It might not. It might not, because the background is not very, very strong. Thank you.
Now, Dr. Matsanga, do you think that the 239 rebel forces that are in the eastern DRC have not been taken into account? Do you think that nothing has been done to bring them to the table, because now it's only talk of the presidents and government officials?
Yes, we have done a mess. It's a mess, Lulu. Don't you see the mess we are creating? People are dying, and we are creating another big mess. How do you say you are just going to concentrate on one rebel group, yet there are 239 remaining? Nobody has done that. African Union, President Kenyatta, and other leaders who were doing this, the former president of Kenya, were bringing these groups together first. Then we can, from there, move to bringing the rest of these other people and put them on table. But we are concentrating on M23 short term. I'm a peace negotiator. I'm a conflict resolution expert. What we are doing in Congo is short-term appeasement policy. We are trying to appease, and I've told the Americans where I am. I have told them that that is an appeasement. I am not one person who just shies away. I have told some officials, senior officials, that that is a terrible appeasement that you are doing in DRC Congo.
Now, do we know exactly what the draft peace deal says specifically? Because apart from bringing ceasefire to the region, but also the interest of minerals, which has been discussed, and there are agreements that are going to be signed as well.
Thank you very much. I was sitting with some of the officials, Lulu, and I said, have we lost the meaning of democracy right now? Because it looks like everything now in the world is working on money. If you don't have the money, then you have nothing. You can't speak, you can't do anything. Transactional democracy has taken over from a negotiated settlement, a negotiated democracy. We have thrown that out of the window, a democracy. This type of examples are going to bring quite a lot of exciting things that could haunt us for the future. If we are not careful, Lulu, the future is going to be very, very bad. You know why? I am telling you, we are everywhere we are going, we want minerals. You give us minerals. In fact, why you South Africans are being fought is that you have plenty of those minerals under your ground, and someone wants them. So if you don't give them, you might have a problem. So this type of democracy does not play well for the world that is fragile, for the world that is fragmented. So for me, it has become the interest of the minerals. Whose money? Where is the money going? Will it build roads in the DRC Congo? Yes or no? No. Will it improve the lives of the people of Congo? No. Does Congo actually have the conditions for the minerals, for the money, for the projects to be built? No. So still, the interests of the people have not been looked into. We shall have trouble. Another group will come up, which could be more powerful. And the two, we have a problem, Lulu. The problem of territory already got. The M23 is not going to move out of Goma. The M23 is not going to move out of Bukavu, Masisi, and all those areas they have captured. They have taken over. They are doing administrative equivalent on Rwanda style of administration. Under Uganda, they are doing it right now as we speak. Everything there is running in normal, different from what Kinshasa corruption is in Kinshasa. So there is nothing you are doing. We are just appeasement, a policy of appeasement.
Dr. Matsanga, Qatar is facilitating talks between the DRC as well as the M23 rebels. Do we know what these talks are entailing, or they entail, with regards to this? Because it's happening parallel to what the US is doing with the presidents.
I was talking to Qataris, one of the officials of Qatar who bumped into me in one of these meetings. And let me tell you, Lulu, first of all, I am not a great friend of the people of Qatar. I don't like them. I don't like the leadership there, because the leadership knows where these people who kill us are. They don't tell us where they are. They have never even assisted us. So we have a problem here. I don't like that leadership which keeps quiet when we are being killed, and then turns around to tell us that, oh, you are not very good people, or you are doing this, or you are doing that, or you are doing that. Let me tell you frankly, what is taking place in Qatar. Qatar knows exactly that these agreements will not work, but Qatar is interested more of a monetary issue. They want money. They want the concessions. They want to own the minerals. They want that elite minerals that is taking trade, that is making every country run to Congo to be there.
Dr. Matsanga,
so there's competition.
You know, Dr. Matsanga, I wish we had more time, but we are going to have to leave it there for today. Thank you for joining us on Africa Update today.
Thank you very much, Lulu. This new equipment seems to be very good, and you should tell me in advance that I should look for it. I should prepare because I'm not at my offices. I'm miles, over 10,000 miles away from my office.
Definitely, Dr. Matsanga. Tracy will give you a heads up next time. Thank you so much for your time on Africa Update. That's a political analyst, Dr. David Matsanga.
That podcast was courtesy of Channel Africa, the African perspective.